Alright guys, so when you start the test and you enter the code, it's going to pop up this screen. Now on this screen on the left-hand side, it's going to tell you the number of questions that there are on the test, and then on the right-hand side, there will be a blue Start Test Now button for you to click when it's time to begin. Now, for the sake of me just demonstrating, there's only one question on this test. Anytime you have a test, there will always be more than one question for you to answer. But when it's time to begin, I just click this blue button. When I click the blue button, it's going to bring me to the very first question automatically. Now, I want you to notice that you can only see one question at a time. It is purposefully designed this way because on the EOG at the end of the year, you will only be able to see one question at a time. Now, in this top left corner up here where my mouse is, it tells you how many questions there are total and what question you are on. Again, this one only has one question. But if there were more than one question, then it would show you the number of question you are on and how many more you have left to answer. At the bottom corner, it would also have a next button where you would be able to move on to the next question. But since there's only one, we don't have that button here. Now let's take a look at the actual question itself. What I want you to focus on is how the plan of attack tools are a little bit different on Schoolnet than they are on Formative. The plan of attack steps that we use are exactly the same, but the tool buttons that we're going to click to show our work are going to be different than they are on Formative. On Formative, you have a lot of tool options that you can use. You can change the color, you can underline, you can circle, you can type on the thing and all of this fancy stuff, which kind of wastes a lot of time. When you're on the EOG and when you're on Schoolnet, you're going to be very limited to the tools that you can use. You will be able to highlight, you will be able to cross out, and you will be able to write background knowledge, but the tools are just a little bit different looking than they are on Formative. So I'm going to demonstrate for you. So let's read the question. A rabbit depends on various plants in an ecosystem to survive. Which would most likely happen if a drought decreased the plant population? Let's read the question again, and this time I will annotate for keywords by highlighting. A rabbit depends on various plants in an ecosystem to survive. Which would most likely happen if a drought decreased the plant population? Well, decreasing the plant population seems really important. So you're going to see that as soon as I highlight those words, so to highlight, I press down on my mouse pad and I drag it across while pressing down, I'm going to see these colors pop up. Now, I see a blue color and I see a pink color. I can decide whatever color, whatever one is your preference, blue or pink, to highlight these words. Miss Saban will choose pink. So now I can see that I've highlighted the decreasing of the plant population. Now I know that if I decrease the number of plants, then my rabbits are not going to have enough food. If my rabbits don't have enough food, then they're probably going to start to die, which means their population is going to decrease. So I need to write this out in my background knowledge. On Formative, I would normally be able to just type on the screen, but on Schoolnet and the EOG, it'll be a little bit different. I'll have to use something known as a notepad. So looking up in this top, follow my mouse right here, you're going to see three buttons, a mouse button, an X button, and a notepad button. In order to show my background knowledge, I need to click the notepad button. When I click the notepad button, a little notepad is going to pop up that I'm able to type on. So I would be able to type out my background knowledge. So here I wrote, without plants, rabbits would have no food and die or decrease. Now, the great thing about this is right now, it's kind of blocking my question, but if I hold my mouse over it, I can drag my notepad to somewhere where it's not in the way, and I can look at my answer choices. Now I can use my background knowledge in my plan of attack to start to eliminate answer choices as I read them. Let's look at answer choice A. Answer choice A says the rabbit population would increase. That does not match my background knowledge. I said that without plants, the rabbits are going to decrease because they don't have food. Answer choice A says that they would increase. So answer choice A needs to be crossed out because it is wrong. In order to cross out an answer choice, I need to go back up to these three buttons. I would then click the X button or the elimination button. When I click the X button, you're going to see that my notepad goes